Rochelle.
And I'm Anna Arusho.
And we're here live from CHA 2008 at the Ranger booth. And Ranger's a great company. They're specializing in inks and embossing powders and crafting accessories. And today we're with our good friend, Miss Robin Beam. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Megan?
How are you? Robin is our
Good.
guest designer, and she has created something very neat. It's called the Bandana Technique, and she's going to show us today how you create that look with a lot of fun, funky patterns and colors.
Well, this is a lot of fun, this Bandana Technique, because we have so many colors with our different inks, and we have a great new pigment ink line. And what's great about the Adirondack ink line colors, you have lights, colors, brights, and earth tones. So we can do a lot of neat
Colors
fun.
are great. You guys
Very
always
cool.
have great colors.
And if you see a bandana, you know, it'll be a piece of cloth, and then it'll have the white and the black overlay on it, the screen print. And so when I was playing with these different stamps, I wanted to make it pop against the color, and so I started working with a white pen. We have a brand new white pen out that just will blow your mind.
And this is just a really great, Robin was teaching me this around my birthday, and I was just amazing what a really cool technique this is. So let's do it.
All right, well, what we're going to do is we're going to work with our ink blending tool, and basically what this is it's foam that will transfer the ink onto the paper surface.
Okay.
So you always want to try to work from the lightest inks to the darkest so that you don't contaminate your ink pads. So what we're just going to start to do is we're going to do the lightest color, and we're going to work with the red line, which is the shell pink, watermelon, and cranberry. And what you're going to do with the paper is you're just going to start with the ink, and you're going to work in a circular motion. And this is going to put the ink on in a nice, even tone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's not going to be all, you know, chunky or look like a bunch of blocks of inks on here.
Yeah, it looks very blended.
Yeah, very blended, very nice, just like your beautiful makeup, Megan.
Oh, gosh,
yes.
you're so cute.
Now, we can go to the next color if you want. You can just quick dry this. This is a heat tool. It's not a hair dryer.
Oh.
And what this will do,
like,
you
what
can
are you
involve.
doing?
You won't have much hair left if you use this. So what we're going to do is you can quick dry that, and just for purposes of speed and moving on, I'm just going to use another clean foam. But you
would clean them in between?
You don't have to. You can go from one to go to the next and work
But
with
this
them.
is why you said we're doing light to dark.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm just going to then go with the medium tone, which is the brights. And what I'm going to now do is different splotches of color, because I still want the shell pink to show. So see how I'm starting to get my little polka dots going. And then we're going to finish off with the cranberry. And again, add some different color. And this also makes a more blended effect. If I wanted it to be a darker color, then I could actually take the ink pad and go directly to the paper.
Oh, okay.
So, but I like this whole nice blended effect.
And the really nice thing, what you've been doing here at Ranger is the whole color hue thing, where you're keeping the color, but you're doing it all in the different hues, which is really fabulous. And this makes a project like this even more neat.
Because you can coordinate it with anything, and I like the acronym, the Roy G. Biv, which is the red, orange, yellow, green, blue. So we have all the different colors that you can work with. And if you want to, you can just do all pastels, or you can do all earth tones, or all the brights. So the next thing is to stamp it up. And what I've done is I've got some stamps that I've already put on an acrylic block. You can use rubber stamps, you can use the photopolymer.
Oh, and I've learned about these.
Yes, you have. You've become the stamping expert that you never thought you'd be, did you?
I never will be.
And what I'm going to be working with is, this is our archival ink. It's a waterproof ink, and what's nice about it is that if you have any water or anything on it, it will keep it so it doesn't re-wet. And it's a nice, true, nice, sharp image. So what I'm just going to do, permanent, yes. And so it's a nice raised image. I like to take the light, make sure I've gotten all the ink onto the surface.
What a fabulous art light you have.
Love the art light, love the art light. And a little bit of pressure, and you're going to get your image on here. And so we're going to stamp. And what's so great is what we're going to do is we're going to make jewelry out of this.
Okay.
So this is great for like a wedding, for favors, for
wedding.
I know. So you're going to put me to work for Juliet, aren't you?
Oh,
yeah. We're close friends across different areas. So now what we've got is our background.
Very cute.
And it's really nice, but I want it to pop. And that's where the pen comes in.
Okay.
And this white pen is just really nice, white and opaque. And what's great, a lot of people like to doodle, but they are afraid as to what to do and where to follow. Well, this is like better than a coloring book, because you have your stamped image to follow. So what I'm going to do is, just using the stamp as a guide, I'm just going to start adding dots. I'm going to follow with the little hearts, and I can add little swirls and just start adding embellishment.
And this is where your bandana comes in.
That's where the bandana comes in. And I have some that I had finished previously, And so, you know, I added, you just add little zigzags to it. You can fill in the swirls, you can color it in. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of times I'll make a whole bunch of these backgrounds, and then I'll just sit at night, watch TV, and just fill them in, and then I use them for my jewelry.
Very cute.
And you can use just about any image will work. You know, so you like to have some bold and some outline. So what I'm going to do then is, I mean, this is the fun part of it, and see just how nice and white and bright it is. So this is where we make the fun part of the jewelry.
Yeah, you know, and doodling, you know, when you're talking on the phone and you're doodling.
I have definitely inherited that habit from you, because I will sit there on the phone and draw the weirdest things.
So if you had a little stack of these next to your cell phone,
I would embellish them.
You could sit and embellish.
You end up with this pen. I'll be at a restaurant, and if there's a placemat, I'll start to doodle on that on your business card. It is a little bit addictive.
Oh, it's okay, because I was eating off the children's menu until like last week.
Well, then you really would have liked that. You could have connected the dots and everything, Megan.
Oh, I'm very good at that game, I'll have you know.
I know you are.
I'm very good at that game.
And the other thing is working on our nonstick craft sheet, and what's great, any ink that comes on here, I can just wipe it right off, and it's a great work surface. So what we're going to do is we are going to create some fun jewelry. And what we're working with is our memory glass line, and that you just take your artwork, and it's a frame in the glass, and you can just, you know, show off everything that you've made. So what I'm going to do is take one of the cards that I've already done, and we're going to work with the 2x2 glass. So there's a couple ways you can do it. You can either just take the glass and put it up, and you can cut it, or what you can do is just you know, use your paper cutter and everything. So,
and if you wanted to, you could also make a template, and then, you know, with a piece of paper, and then trace whatever.
And we have 4 different sizes of the glass now. We have a 1-inch, 2-inch, 1.5-inch square, and then we have the 1x3, which is like the typical microscope slide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
So this glass is thinner, and it's ground edges, so you know, you won't hurt yourself with it, and so that's a good safe thing for you, Megan. And so what we're also going to do is I had taken the stamp. Oh yeah, see, that's what I wanted. I had already stamped out on another piece of paper the love you, and I ripped it out. Yes, I do. And what I can also do is, because I just wanted to coordinate, I'm going to just use the ink that was on the ink blending foam, and I'm going to edge it, so it just gives it a nice little frame, and then you just use your glue stick and you glue that on. All right, so we're just going to sandwich this in. And the memory frame, there is a small little tab on this. You just pick the tab up. You don't want to bend it all the way back. You open it up, and it's ready to take the artwork.
It kind of looks like a little brad, the end on a little brad.
Yeah, it really does. And so there's a little jump ring already soldered on, and then you just close it up, and there's a little slot, and you just take the slot, put it back in, and close it down. And this is it. It's done.
Very cute.
It really is.
Simple.
It's very cute.
And so what you can do is you can use the jump ring on the top and put the necklace through, and that's what I've done with this one. Or you can put it on the bottom, and what I've done is I've taken epoxy stickers and I've punched a hole with it and made it into a little charm, and then you just put a pin back on it, so you can use it for something like that.
Really fun. And it's inexpensive to do. You could just make a ton of these for gifts, and like you said, for showers and birthdays and all kinds of stuff.
Sorority sisters. Very cute. Well, Robin, thank you so much for showing us this wonderful and fun technique of yours.
Thank you so much,
It's been very cool to see how it happens, because I've seen these sitting around the house. So thank you so much. And you know what we say, when creativity knocks, open the door.